Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here to lead out the offense in his first year as a Dolphin, but 15th overall, it's the bearded veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the new coaching staff coming in, they finally decided to pull the plug on the Ryan Tannehill era after 7 seasons and no playoff wins. So enter Ryan Fitzpatrick, signed in free agency, fittingly on St. Patrick's Day, by the way. But last year with Tampa Bay, you remember Fitzpatrick got off to that incredible start. Over 400 yards passing in each of the first 3 games of the year, 11 total touchdown passes, and now it's his time to do it with Miami. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. There was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll run on 1st down. Cherry, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Cherry. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Price, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. Back pocket.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Counter play, Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. On 1st down, Cherry. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. Here's a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
70, Indy, Pilot, 64, ready?
On 2nd down, Cherry. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. From the gun on 3rd down, Price escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Price now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The toss play. This is Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick now. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Albert Wilson. 41 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The big tank, Tank Carradine with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. 17
yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10, they run it with Balaj. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 21. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they... Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive. The Redskins off. Nothing lead to there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
X3, 218, 5.
On third down, Cherry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He goes underneath the Drake. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. $1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles Harris just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Back to throw. Price. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Fitzpatrick to throw it, caught by Wilson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Bostic The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go play action here on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Take Carradine. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it was the Patriots who began yet another title defense with the victory. Tom Brady, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The veteran Drew Brees with a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
And here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go. 8 lead. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On second down now, Cherry, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Price being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He's got Evans. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Price. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Akeem Spence coming. And to give this time to the tailback.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the breakup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Price. Throwing to start the drive. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's 3 to Miami. Watch the twist.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Left. Number 53. Mike 53. Man, I got you. Check 52.
Now a draw play with Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso able to get him for a loss of about 3. To throw is Price. To throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Price going to throw on third and goal. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with Drake. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Drake. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll run on first down. Cherry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fitzpatrick again. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing to start the drive. Price. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Price. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Price. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. On first down, Cherry. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Price escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Evans. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cherry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now Price throwing on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Important extra point up and through.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins now down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
7 yards there and a first down. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fitzpatrick gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39. Fitzpatrick now. It's complete to Drake. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now Fitzpatrick is going to find his running back. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So a victory here for the Washington. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite,